Welcome you, all of you, in the Department of English, RBNB College, Srirampur. And you are watching a video on Animal Farm as a fable. Up to now, we have already studied the allegorical meaning in the novel. Then we studied the historical references about the characters, events, and places in Animal Farm. We have also studied the 2 chapters of this interesting novel, because we are studying this Animal Farm as an animal fable. So in this video, you are going to know about the 3rd chapter of Animal Farm, and here are the main points under which the 3rd chapter involves. Number 1 is the harvest in the animal farm. The second point is the daily routine in animal farm. The third is the celebration of Sunday in the animal farm. The fourth one is snowballs, committees, their failure, and education in animal farm. And the last point is about Squealer's explanation regarding milk and apple. So now we'll start from the first point, that is the harvest in animal farm. At the end of the 2nd chapter, we studied that there was revolt against human being. Animals made revolt against human being, and now the animals in this farm are the owners of the farm. And at the end of 2nd chapter, we notice this thing, that the title of the farm is changed. Now it is not manor farm, it is now animal farm. So the 3rd chapter is purely devoted for the animal farm. Now how was the harvest in the animal farm? Now we noticed that the animals are the owners. There is no human being in the animal farms. So they worked very hard for this farm, because the farm belongs to them. This sense of possession make or inspire the animals to work very hard, and they worked by heart even also for the success of the harvest. In short, we can say every animal gave his or her own contribution to success, to make the harvest success. Only there was a problem for the animal was. And what was the problem? That is the design of the implements or the design of the tools in the animal farm. Because before animal farm, at the period of manor farm, man was the main, main thing in this farm. Or who works? That is human being. So the tools in the animal farm are specially designed for human being. But now there is no human being. All are animals. Animals are working. So the tools are not made for animals. This was the problem for them. The tools available in this farm are only useful for those who can stand at the hind legs. But here the necessity, we usually say necessity is the mother of invention. And here the pigs, who are the clever animals in the animal farm, they makes different types of the tools, especially the animals can use it. The horses, as we already noticed that there are 3 horses like Boxer and Molly, etc. So these horses especially, they work very hard, or we can say they are except Molly. The horses worked very hard, because they usually think that the pigs are their masters, pigs are their teachers, and so they follow the pigs. And that is why when boxer listens the pigs, naturally all animals starts to give respect to the pigs, and thus pigs become the leaders of animal farm. And these pigs started to supervise the work. They start to give the direction to the animals, the other animals in the animal farm, that you have to do this work, you have to do that work, you have to do the work in this way, like this. And what the work was given to the pigs? Only to supervise the other animals. Now here you see, before animal farm, when there was manor farm, Mr. Jones supervised these animals, and now the pigs start to supervise them. Means this is a clear-cut indication that no changes is going to happen in the life of animal. We get here the clue, we can say clue of it. And horses himself harness themselves to the cutter, because there was no human beings, and pigs, these pigs walk behind them when they are working, and only the pig says, "Give up, comrade," or "Oh back, comrade," like this. They only give the inspiration. "Yes, comrade, you are doing well, carry on, like this. In short, we can say the pigs, they never participate in hard works. Even the small ducks in the animal farm, or the small birds like hens, they work very actively, or there is active participation to make the harvest successful. Even they carry, that means the hens and the ducks and the ducklings, they carry wisp of hay in their bags and toiled to and fro, even in the sun and shower. So they work, in short we can say, they work their level best to make the harvest successful. And what was the result? That the harvest becomes finished in 2 days, in a less time, when we compare the reign of Mr. Jones. In short, we can say the harvest, they finished the harvest earlier than Mr. Jones, and it becomes the biggest harvest in the animal farm. Why it becomes the biggest one? Because there is no wastage. Okay, because the sharp eyes of the hens and ducks, nothing wastage is there, and every animal do the work very honestly. And so this loyalty, due to this honesty, we can say the harvest gets the success. Now the second point is related to the behavior of animal, or daily routine of animal after the revelation. Now there is a reign of animal. No human being is interrupted them, and naturally what happens? This is the, we can say, initial period of animal farm. This is the initial period when the animals become the rulers of this farm. So everyone was positive. Everyone does the work with great pleasure, with happiness, because they think that this is their own land. The animals get sufficient food. There is no problem of the shortage of food, or hunger or starvation like this, and they tries to overcome their difficulties. And instead of threshing machine, even also, because there were no machines. If there is a machine, it is difficult for the animals to use that machine. For example, there is threshing machine, but the only human man can use it. So it becomes problem for the animals to use the threshing machines. And instead of it, or how the animals make the solution of it, and with the help of their breath, their heavy breath, we can say, to blow away the chaff. And in this way, they get the solution for the threshing machine. Even when we study the behavior of boxer, how it becomes changed. And this boxer gets, we can say, power of 3 horses. He works very honestly. Entire work rests upon his mighty shoulders. Mighty means here powerful shoulders. And he is usually used or always used to push and to pull. Means to push and to pull. For the both the work, boxer is used because he has great strength even also. This boxer, he always helps the others whenever there is hardest work, or he usually helps the other animal. Even he takes a help of the cockerel in the animal farm to get up half an hour earlier. And he becomes always ready for the volunteer labor. So in short, we can say he is a true patriot in this manner. And his personal motto is, I will work harder. He usually say to all the animals, I will work harder, I will work harder, like this. Okay, actually he worked very hard, still he is not satisfied. He says, I will work harder, I have the capacity, I have the power. So he is completely devoted to get the harvest fruitful, or to in the repetition of animal farm. Even no animal grumble over ration, because it is their farm now. The farm never belongs to Mr. John. So there was no complaint. No animals steal food. There is no quarrel between the animals. They never bite each other or one another. There is no jealousy, or there is no jealousy, or nobody tries to escape from the duty or from the work or from the loyalty. Only few animals were there. And who are they? The number one is Molly. So Molly is a mare. So she gets up late. It is her habit. She never get up early. She gets up late, and she leaves the work early. Means she joins the work late, but she leaves the work early, and which is opposite to boxer. And she usually complain. And what is her usual complaint? There is stone in her hoof, or sometimes say, I am not feeling well. So she, in short, we can say she wants excuses from the work. When we study the routine of the cat, it goes very similar to Molly. This cat always vanishes whenever the work starts, but present at the meal time or when the work is over. In short, we can say Molly and the cat, they are not loyal to the animal farm. And only when we study the character of Benjamin the donkey, so he expresses no opinion. He becomes silent. In the last chapter we studied that he hardly laughs, he hardly talks. If somebody says, why you never talk? He says, there is nothing to talk. Whenever he is asked, why you never laugh? He says, there is nothing to laugh. And in this chapter, His dialogue, another dialogue is also very interesting. He says, donkeys live a long time and none of you ever seen a dead donkey. Means in short we can say, he is a passive character. So he says that God has given us very long life, so there is no need to work hard because we have to live a lot of days. Now after studying the daily routine, I come to the Sunday routine of the farm, and Sunday is the holiday in animal farm. So as it was decided, as the instruction given by Old Major in his speech in chapter number 1. So now this is the rest day for all the animals, and so on Sunday there is no work. It is completely a holiday, and animals get up an hour late, and they comes together on the farmhouse garden. They gather together and they celebrate their Sunday. They take breakfast, and first of all there is the flag hosting ceremony goes on here in the farmhouse of the garden. And this flag, because this is the flag of animal farm. Now you see, animal farm is just like a country, just like every country has its own flag. In the same way, here animal farm has its own flag, and the color of this flag is green. And this green color signifies the green fields of England. Okay, and this flag is made of the tablecloths. Then on this flag there are some symbols are there. And what are these symbols? The hoof of the animal and the horn of the animals. These symbols are put on this flag. And on a Sunday there is general assembly, we can say, or the meeting we say. And in this meeting, the animals make the planning of the coming week, what work they have to do in the coming week. Here again you see the pigs, the clever animals, the intelligent animals, they put themselves forward and they actively participates in the resolutions as well as the debate in the meeting. And the other animals in this animal farm, they are only learned how to vote in favor of Napoleon or in favor of Snowball. Okay, because there is usually a dispute between these two leaders, that is Napoleon and Snowball. Again, this represents where we have the democracy. Okay, people only learn how to vote and nothing else. And this is it has the symbolical meaning, we say. The Snowball and Napoleon, they are, we can say, rival. They actively take part in a meeting, they debate, sometimes they agree, sometimes they disagree, or they never agree even also. For example, they cannot decide what should be the retiring age of animal, because in Old Major's speech, when after the speech the secret meetings were taken, and it was decided that there would be no work on Sundays, there would be such and such years would be the retiring age of this specific animal, like horses and pigs and hares and ducks and ducklings, etc. But unfortunately they cannot decide the retiring age, and the meetings or their gatherings, or we can say their assembly, usually ends with the song, the famous song, Beast of England, Beast of Ireland, like this. And after afternoon, there was a program of recreation. What is this recreation? That is entertainment. In short, we can say the Sunday is the holiday for them, and they really enjoy the Sunday. Even the harness room of Mr. John, now it is become the headquarter of the pigs, and here pigs learns the different techniques which can be helpful to the animal farm, just like they learn the art like blacksmithing and carpentering, etc. And Snowball, then how to make the progress of animal farm. Again, there is the dispute between Snowball and Napoleon, because Napoleon thinks that education is important, so education should be given to the animals, then and then only the animal farm can make the progress. But Snowball has different views, and he stress on the different committees, and very interesting committees he had made. His first committee is, because his committee is based on to make the economy, we can say, strong. So he made the committees like eggs production, and all the hens and ducks, they are the members of this eggs production committee. The next committee is Clean Tail League, and the cows in the animal farm, they are the members of this committee. Then the another committee is Wild Comrades Re-Education, and it is especially for the rats, the rabbits and the cat. And the next committee is the Wither Wool Movement, which is made for especially sheep. But now here Napoleon is interested only to give education, and he never believed the committee made by Snowball. Okay, so here you see that the sheep in the animal farm, this sheep thinks that Snowball is correct. Okay, Snowball is correct. So because Snowball is a good orator, and when the sheep thinks that Snowball is taking the right decision, Snowball is correct, here Napoleon creates them with the help of 9 fearful dogs, which there will be the reference again in another chapter. So the sheep in the animal farm, they try to disturb Snowball's speech, and later on the sheep become the supporter of Napoleon. And Napoleon thinks that education, only education, if we give proper education to the animal farm, the animal can be progress or can be prosper. Now there is a power of Napoleon. Napoleon gets a success, and he starts to give education to the different animals. Now let us have to see how animals are progressed in the education. Only the pigs, they are expert in reading and writing, and they understood the education is the power, so they learn ABCD and to make the words and sentences like this from the books of Mr. Jones' children. Now the dogs, you see the dogs like Lucy and Bluebell, etc. So how they learn? They are fair in reading, but they can only read the 7 commandments written on the wall. So their knowledge never goes beyond that. When we see the mural, the sheep, the goat, this Muriel is better than dogs. And this Muriel reads from scrap newspapers found on rubbish. And what about Benjamin? Benjamin is expert in reading as well as writing, but he is not interested to read or to write. When he is asked why you never read or write, he usually says, nothing worth reading, so I am not reading. What about Boxer? Boxer is very poor in reading and writing, and he cannot reach beyond D, means A, B, C, D, and after D he becomes confused. He traces these letters in dust with the help of his hoof, but he forgets the sequence of alphabet. Sometimes he says A, B, D, C, or A, C, B, D, or A, D, B, C, like this. He doesn't remember the sequence of alphabet. What about Clover? Clover knows the alphabet, but her problem is that she cannot put the alphabets together to make a word. For example, she can read B, A, G like this, but she cannot utter the word bag, B, A, G, bag like this. She only read the alphabets and not words. What about Molly? Molly learned only 6 letters of alphabet, and that is M, O, L, L, I and E. These are the 6 letters. Even she learns this L in twice, because she doesn't know that this is the repetition of the same letter. And wherever she goes, she writes with the help of twigs. She writes her name and decorates with flowers, and she admires her name written on the surface of the others. And what about the other animals? That they cannot learn more than A. When they remember B, they forget A. And so Napoleon gives them, we can say, the conclusion of Animal Farm. Especially the task was given to the sheep. And what was the slogan of this sheep? 4 legs good, 2 legs bad. So this become the maxim of the Animal Farm. Even the birds takes objection for it, because the birds have 2 legs. But Snowball clarifies this point, that your 2 wings can be calculated as legs, so you are also good. Now the Squirrel's explanation about the puppies, the milk and apples. So in the last chapter we studied that Napoleon has taken the responsibility to rehabilitate and give education to the 9 puppies, and he gives them special training, and he used them to get success in politics. Then in the last chapter we studied that the pigs milk the cows through their tartar, and when the animals return from their work, they find the milk is disappeared. Then the animals also noticed that the apples, the windfall apples, become disappear. And when the pigs are asked, this Squirrel, who is a good orator, he gives explanation of it. He says, actually, we eat the apples, we drink milk. Animals, my comrades, we the pigs do not like apples. We the pig do not like milk, but for your sake we are drinking this milk, we are eating apples, because we are doing he says actually we dislike the milk and the apples, but we have to drink and we have to eat these apples only to preserve our health, because the pigs are the brain workers. They have to make the management, they have to make the organization of the animal farm depends on our shoulder. And my friends, my comrades, science proved it, that we eat and drink for the welfare, and if we fail our duty, John would return, John would come back, and all animals then agreed to reserve milk and apples for the pigs. And here the third chapter of Animal Farm ends. Thanks to spare time with me.